What's up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and this video is inspired by a situation that happened the other day. I was in Best Buy and this gentleman came out to me with his iPhone 6s. It was screen protected out, it had a case, so I figured he might be an Apple fan. And we were both checking out the iPad Pro in the same general section. And the reason I created this video is because he asked me, are you familiar with Apple products? And of course he doesn't know that I'm a tech reviewer, but it just seemed like he asked the right guy at the right time. And I said, of course I'm familiar with Apple products. I mean, he doesn't know, but so he said, I don't know how to work this camera thing. I have these grid lines on my iPhone camera and I don't know how to turn them off. I mean, I don't use it. I just snap a picture. So this video is going to be about, using the camera app on your iPhone, and this works for all iPhones as the camera app is the same on all iPhones. So this is basically a review and kind of going to teach you how to use the iPhone camera and photos app and what it's all about. Now, the usual disclaimer, I want to throw out this disclaimer right now, and this disclaimer is that if you're a techie person, you already probably clicked out of this video, and if you're still here, if you want to watch it just to learn everything about it, then go ahead. But this is really inspired and made for people who just want to know how to use their camera to the fullest and know every little thing about it so they can optimize their picture taking and, just know everything about their camera so they can share those memorable moments and, just know how to use the photo apps and everything just so it makes life better. So let's get into that right now, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, so getting into this review or this little analysis about the iPhone camera and the photos, the first thing I want to mention, and everybody knows this, I mean most people do, but if you don't, if you swipe up from the right, the camera opens. So bam, your camera on your iPhone will fire right up open. And the second thing I want to mention is that you can either take a picture by just tapping this circle. Obviously that's pretty intuitive and pretty easy. But you also can use the volume up button to snap photos too. So if you just take photos like that, you can fire off bursts like that by holding that plus button as well as holding this circle button right here. So that's the first thing I want to talk about in this in-depth analysis of the iPhone camera. Okay, so quickly, if you open up your camera app, now the first one is a photo. So this is just your regular standard resolution photo on the iPhone. If you use your finger, just swipe over to the right, square. Now square is optimized for social media platforms such as Instagram and Twitter and Facebook to make a nice small resolution square to fit perfectly within those platforms. So that's really why square is there. Also can be used for things such as memes. It's more of a compact size photo for all of you who didn't know. Going over to panel, now this panel is short for panoramic mode, and this has been on Androids for a long time, but iPhone announced this a few years back. But basically this allows you to take a landscape photo, so if you're out on the scenery or something, you could just go all the way across and take a panoramic photo. You can also turn the camera sideways, which is going to give you a nice, looking landscape as well. Scrolling over all the way to video. Video is video, so the little red button just starts recording video. And slow-mo is 120 frames per second on the iPhone 5s, but it goes up to 240 on the newer iPhones. This feature is not available in older iPhones. Slow-mo just records, it drops the frames per second and records things in really slow motion, which can give you some creative things, to take pictures of. Going over here to time-lapse speeds up time so you can, go through time real quickly, making for something else creative. In each one of these, except for slow-mo, in each one of these you can hit the front-facing camera app. You could probably do slow-mo and front-facing too, but you have to first hit it. I guess not. But the front-facing camera app is always going to be that icon right there with the little, arrow right there. And that's pretty, common sense. But like I said, this is iPhone Camera 101. So I'm just teaching you everything about this. Up here is going to be your timer. And they have a timer of 3 seconds and 10 seconds. As well as off. So those are just going to time it down. You can prop your iPhone up somewhere and just, snap off some pictures that you need. And the timer works in photo square. And that's it. Photo and square works in there. HDR is high dynamic range, which is going to bring in less light when you have a super bright scene. You might want to use this when you're out and about taking those landscape pictures as well. Or on a really bright day. You want to try it out on a really bright day or a really dark day. Try out high dynamic range. It's usually best to use outside. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the camera. Alright guys, so Apple has their own app called Photos, but you can also download Google Photos, which I recommend if you have a 16 GB iPhone, because you can send pictures to Google's Cloud, which has free unlimited storage, iCloud, which is Apple's photo cloud service, where you can store all your photos from your device to the internet, not just on the device, making it for your photos will never be lost. So yeah, iCloud is Apple, and then all the other photo drives like Dropbox, Google Drive, Google Photos, those are all, separate apps you can download in the App Store. So getting into settings, to access your camera settings, you're going to want to scroll all the way down until you get to Photos and Camera right there. So when you get to Photos and Camera, you're going to see all the options. iCloud Library, so this is going to store your photos to the iCloud Library. Apple provides, I think, 5 gigs free. Going down, it says optimize iPhone storage. So basically what optimize iPhone storage is going to do is going to compress the image after image processing, which happens right after you snap the photo, and it saves you some space on your phone. And this is especially useful on a 16 GB iPhone. This is download and keep originals, and basically what that means is if you check this on, then it's going to take those full resolution photos for you, which will take more space. But you know what? You might need to use those if you're going to go print on a computer. Upload to my photo stream. That's going to go straight up to the photo stream, which allows you to access photos on things such as the Apple device, the MacBook, the iPad, all those other things. Upload burst photos. So burst photos takes several photos at a time, as you've seen earlier in this video when I was holding down the power button. So if you're going to take burst photos, it's going to take more storage. That's why I take that off. iCloud photo sharing, it just basically allows you to subscribe to other people's iClouds and share these photos. A summarize photos tab, now that's just, calendar view, letting you see photos in every single view, years, calendar, day, things like that. And here's the grid lines. This is what the guy asked me, as I told you in the story earlier, to turn off them grid lines. This is where you take it on. I think it should be available within the camera app, but it's not really there, so they need to get that in the camera app, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, going here to record video, you can set this at 1080p or 720p at 30 frames. I would set it at 720p if you have a 16 GB iPhone to save space, but I put it at 1080 because I throw everything on Google Photos with free unlimited storage, like I said earlier, so it's not really a big deal on that. And going back, we have keep normal photo and high dynamic range. So this high dynamic range, once again, take more storage, take more processing. So we're going to have to keep the normal photo, if we really want to see it and, save it and just have a great picture. So yeah, that's pretty much iPhone camera 101, I know this video is kind of common sense, but it's only common sense depending on your perspective. And I know there's people out there who really needed to know how to use their iPhone camera without having to go scour, some blog that's going to take them to read forever. You can just watch it in this short video. Well, I try to make it as short as I can. But yeah, if you made it this far, kudos for watching. And yeah, share this with anybody who doesn't know how to use your iPhone camera and you really don't want to explain that to them. Just share this video with them and they'll learn everything they need to know. So if you made it this far in the review, I want to thank you for watching this iPhone camera and photos 101. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe for more technology videos. I don't usually make these teaching kind of videos, but I thought I'd throw this out here because the guy needed help at Best Buy, and I just really wanted to put it all out there on how to use this camera. So yeah, we're going to take a picture and end this video. Unplugged, How to Live Mindfully in a Digital World. I recommend you check that book out on Amazon. I'll leave that link out down below in the description. Basically, if you're a super techie person and you just want to, relax a little bit from the tech because it gets in the way of your life a little bit, check this video, this book out, because it might really help you. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.